This is the Simpit. I'm your host, Sean Cole, and welcome to today's edition of the Pit Stop, where you, the pit crew, are the real star of today's show. And happy Friday, everybody. You guys know I'm always pretty much happy, but Friday, I'm extra happy because Friday kicks off the weekend for so many people, and that means getting down to business and racing, or getting out there and driving, doing what we can to enjoy our favorite hobby or sport. You can see I've got my co-pilot sitting here. I promised you guys he was going to be on the show. Max, sit. Good boy, good boy. He'll be here for the show. Well, we'll see how long he sticks around. And I got to tell you guys, I want to thank all of you guys for being here each and every day to talk the sim racing news. And I appreciate you being here and being part of the team, part of the show, and making it fun to do this. So, lots of things to cover today, and I am going to go at a really rapid pace today because, well, I'll tell you at the end of the show. There's a reason why I'm going as fast as I can through the show today, and it's because I have something I'm going to be doing the minute the show finishes. Max, where'd you go? No cheating. Up here. On the chair. Come on up. No, up here. Max, come on. You're ruining the show. There you go. Good boy. That's a good boy. There you go. Say hi to everybody. Look. You see that? Yeah. All right. That's enough distraction from the dog. Now let's move on to the show. What do we have to talk about? Forza has something, I don't even know what this is, and forgive me because I had to go through the news as quickly. Hey, where are you going? You're not cooperating. No, treats are over here. Treats are over here, buddy. It's up there. There you go. Sorry about that, you guys. But they are doing their one of these special deals on Forza. I'm sorry, another one of their mixers. And this one they talked about some kind of a ranking system and Forza karts and doing some unusual things. Max, it's up here, buddy. So that is going on at 3 p.m. Enough dog. Nope, that's it. It's up here. Up. Next to Project Cars. No, not on me. Up here. Look, it's right there. Up there. Project Cars, they are doing another one of those challenges. So I want you to get out there and beat Nick Hamilton. I want you to send me a screenshot of you driving the BMW M6 GTL Spec Racer. I want to see you beating Nick Hamilton at Circuit de Barcelona, Catalunya. And if you do that, I'm going to take everybody who sends me an email with that screenshot into a bowl, and I'm going to draw one of those winners to win a pair of Simpit stickers. Just to be clear, stickers. All you got to do, though, is go beat Nick Hamilton, send me a screenshot, and I will pick a winner on Monday or Tuesday as soon as we get the final results from everybody. Be sure to put in the subject line the I beat Nick as the heading, and that way I'll be able to find it very easy. So I want to thank you guys again. I see a lot of donations coming in, and I got to tell you, I appreciate it. And the whole concept of the Simpit is to get companies like Michelin and Meguiar's to do the sponsorship and carry the heavy lifting, but we are still growing channel. And right now, I got to tell you, we're making big changes. We're doing changes in lighting. We're doing changes in computer to bring you higher quality footage, changes in cameras, everything. And everything you do does help a long way. And I want you to know half of everything donated is going directly into growth of the Simpit. So, yesterday we had a little incident. We talked about the release with GT Sport, the update, that also included Fanatec CSL Elite support. And here we actually have a picture, and you can see it actually will show you. Oh, it'll show you the CSL Elite. So, the downside of that, and something that was upsetting Spatial, this is all for you, buddy. We all misunderstood what he was getting at with the thing. But, right here, there's a known issues after 1.15 update, including the Thrustmaster T500 steering wheel has stopped working. In some cases, cursor sounds, menus, tires screeching, collision noises are not being played. So, if you're a Gran Turismo Sport fan and you did the update, if you're on a T500, you might want to unplug your machine and not do it until they have a 1.16 or a 1.21 gigawatt update in order to use your wheel. So, anyway, Spatial, sorry I missed that yesterday, and sorry it turned into a little ordeal on the show, but I'm glad you're just trying to get us the news scoop on that at the time, I believe was what was going on. Yeah, I'm already in shorts. Shorts and a t-shirt already. It's still overcast. I was not able to see the rocket launch this morning because it was overcast, and that was a bummer. I woke up, got outside, and it was clouded over. Next up, another challenge for you. Tell you what, anyone who beats this one, I'll give you a t-shirt. Danny Sordo. I'm sorry. GT Nestor has summoned his inner Danny Sordo. And GT Nestor being the FA Racing G2 Logitech team. He went out and did a time at the Rally Tarragona, Spain with the Hyundai R5 and set a world record lap time of 7:01.461. So just showing you just how strong that team is. Fernando and company, Danny Engels, did a great job of selecting drivers, and they have got themselves one hell of a team, and they're making their presence known in every sim, if you think about it. So go beat them and win a shirt. Beat that 7:01.461, and I will give you a t-shirt. Wow, that could be a lot of shirts, but that is a world record lap time. I think I'm pretty safe. But go show me what you can do. Yes, Back to the Future reference, Steam King. I am interviewing everybody. Tom, you're right. This was a throwback for me. I saw this and I laughed. And if there was one of the... If I had to name... In 10 years of being a reviewer, if I had to name one of my least favorite products ever tested... in fact, you guys want to put words in my mouth? I'd love you to go watch this review. And yes, I'm promoting another channel. You'd have to be savvy with my history to know what I'm talking about. But 8 years ago, I did drive and test the Ferrari Wireless GT Cockpit 430 Scuderia Edition. It's beautiful. It's a cool wheel stand wheel integrated with the pedals, ready to go. Oh, my review. Anyway, I don't remember if I said anything nice. I hope I didn't say anything nicer than it looks cool and it's convenient. It is wireless. But anyway, this was a throwback for me because I do remember when this came out, and it was like, there was a little bit of hype behind it when it came out, and it was kind of a little bit of that wind out of the sails launch, if I want to say so. So I've been telling you about Ricmotech being at the New York International Auto Show, and they're there with Skip Barber, and you can see Skip Barber's sticker right there on the back of the seat of the Ricmotech Full Motion Simulator. But if you want to go, oh, I noticed they don't tell you what lap, do they? What lap? New York. They don't give us any clues. We can't cheat. Oh, it says Lime Rock on the 28th, and it's going to be in the Skip Barber. Duh. Go get up to speed. If you're in New York, you want to win a 3-day racing school to Skip Barber, you go turn some laps in the Skip Barber at Lime Rock, and let's cross our fingers that's the combo when you get there, but I'm guessing it is. And then you go win that prize. Second place is a 1-day racing school. Third place is a high-performance driving school. So if you're in the New York area, get to the New York Auto Show. Go say hi to Frank at Ricmotech. Tell him the Simpit sent you. If you watch our Assetto Corsa races, we'll talk about last night's race just a little bit. I use a mod called Hella Corsa, and it is always on in the center of my screen, giving me a little awareness of where people are. I also run the track map, more for the viewers. I can't see it when I'm driving. It's there, I just don't look up for it. But this is like a 3D map app for Assetto Corsa, and this is a video that was sent to me by Tuska1427. But it is an Assetto Corsa 3D map. Looks like there is a direct download from the video. In lieu of what's going on today, I didn't have time to set this up at the Simpit, but if you look for Assetto Corsa 3D map apps beta, actually I'm going to do even better for you guys. Here's the link to the video, the link to the app. I have not tested it myself. You guys could be my guinea pig. Let me know if you used it and loved it or hated it. But just another option for Assetto Corsa. It looks kind of cool. A little gamey, of course, but I love that proximity. I love the map. That's kind of almost a cheat. All right, moving right along. Disney. Disney is doing a Millennium Falcon simulator, and it is so badass and so intensive that they are actually using 8 daisy-chained high-end Nvidia GPUs just to play it in testing. Hopefully they'll be able to trim the fat and optimize some of that so it'll be playable to the rest of us. I'd hate to have to build a system, but man, I love sim racing, but I would be down for driving a flying, cruising a Millennium Falcon simulator. Of course, we don't see the Millennium Falcon in this image. We see a TIE fighter. Get a little geeked out of my Star Wars here. Next up, we talked about Moto GP 18. Turns out it's going to release on June 7th. First screenshots are available, and I am at dsogaming.com to give credit where credit is due. The doctor looks badass. Just like anything else we've talked about on the show. Bike sims, though, bike games, they're always interesting. You can get excited or not about that. Little of our AI, autonomous vehicle. I'm glad I haven't been watching guys' chat so well. Chris, Emily is tentatively for Tuesday. I'm waiting on a confirmation, but that's what we're looking at. John Hill is questioning something that Michael had said that I don't see. Forgive me, Michael, I missed your last comment. And John, question mark, Max, what are you doing? Come here. Come here. Up here. Come here. Come back into the show. Good boy. There's a good boy. That's a good boy. Sit down. Lay down. Lay down. Lay down. Down. Lay down. Good boy. There you go. Okay. So, Nvidia is talking about new technology that blurs the line between virtual and real-world driving. So, what's very funny about this is, on one hand, you have Jensen Huang of Nvidia doing all these AI, we're great, Nvidia AI. Simultaneous to this, you have articles talking about Nvidia suspends self-driving car tests in wake of Uber crash. Because Uber had been using Nvidia's, they had an incident in Arizona that resulted in a death. So they are kind of rethinking the whole AI thing. Experimental update to Summer Car. I want to play that one. No bloody mods. Greg, there's some pro and con to that. I agree with you. And just catching up with you guys' chat. Okay, I just want to catch up with you guys. There we are. So, yeah, simultaneous, we have pros and cons to the whole AI thing. But again, think about the players who are involved in the whole thing. There is a crossover right now between Kaz and what they're doing at GT Sport and all the other sims. We are learning things. We are putting more miles against AI than any self-driving car for real. And even if they're building sims to do it, I kind of question it compared to the amount of laps or miles that sim racing are doing. Maybe it's time they do join, not this, join forces. And I think guys like Gran Turismo or companies like that and like Project Cars and Kunos, they can all maybe help. Maybe it's time that everyone works together a little bit more on that whole topic. If we want autonomous vehicles, I'm not sure that's something I even want, to be honest with you. Deals on Dell. Dell and that means Alienware computers. So if you're looking for a good deal, we talked about the difficulties of getting good graphics card. The cheaper way is to buy a whole computer system right now. At least if you want one. For those who like to build their own, there's no stopping that, of course. Hey, ProSim, welcome to the show. Welcome, everybody. Glad to have you guys here. Happy Friday to everybody. Here is something coming out on Steam Early Access, and that is an image, not a real MSI computer case, but it is the PC Building Simulator, where you can simulate building, and I'm assuming shaking down and testing, benchmarking your computer in a simulated fashion, which for computer super techie people, I think that could be interesting. Work on your computer virtually. Hasbro releases a Mario Kart version of Monopoly board game. I have mixed feelings on this. I'm kind of a Monopoly fan, if you didn't know that. You didn't know that. Or at least I used to be. But I'm kind of a truist or a purist in form. And sure, I own 3 or 4 versions of Monopoly. I'm not sure if I'm a big fan of them making these. I've never been a fan of any of the outside, the non-Monopoly character ones, funny enough. But I'm a grumpy old man. What are you going to say? What are you going to do? Universal wants to bring out the Fast and Furious and other franchises to console. And you think about how many games Disney cranks out with their licensing to titles. But we could see a wave of games, including, I mean, I'd play a Fast and Furious game. I'm sure it's going to be a little bit like a Need for Speed type thing. But don't be surprised if you you hear, what, Don Torello, what's his name in the Vin Diesel, as a voiceover in your game. That could be kind of cool. Sorry to move at such a pace, but you'll know why in just a little bit, because it is already 9:15. Australian eSport, I've talked to you about, is getting ready to launch. They are getting ready to do their own eSport competition there in Australia. So this facility that we talked about 3 or 4 days in a row now is going to not only host big eSport events down under, but they're also going to be having local ones and open to the public. So, again, if you're down there, I'm jealous. You guys could probably go meet Emily. Where is this thing? I'm not sure which city it is, but I know there's only a couple of big cities that it would be in. Not seeing that, but we can look into that later, and anybody in Australia knows more can let us all know. But that could be a fun place to hang out. Matthew, I did see a link, but when I looked at the prices, they weren't that good. I can try to pull it up again. I don't have it on the list. I did see that, though. Give me one moment, I'll try to grab that. This is a cool, funny article about from Western Advocate, talking the new generation of racing drivers fake it until they can make it. And they're kind of basically saying, hey, there are a lot of pro race car drivers laying in wait, and until they have the funds, until they have the sponsorship or the name recognition, they will make themselves known as sim racing stars. And I think we're seeing that to be a very accurate statement. Max, you're not going to stick around for the whole show? I told you guys, he is lazy. He just doesn't... He's good for a moment, and then there he goes. Here's a cool looking sim. What do you see missing? What is not on this sim? This is at Reddit. After years of janky desks and nightstands, I finally decided to make a change. Oh yeah, and the DF-GT to a T500 isn't a bad upgrade, I guess. Hopefully he's not playing GT Sport. I don't see a monitor. This guy's all in on the VR. I don't see a monitor anywhere, so he's running virtual desktop in it. Not finding it clunky. I find that just tough to do for, well, my days here are a little bit different. Hey, Dave, thank you. Oh, because you want a toy. That's where you went, Max. Thank you very much, Dave. Much appreciated. And I agree. This is the best time of day. I'm having a good time. If you guys... I don't stop smiling when I do the show. I know that. I know that for a fact. iRacing is doing another update. Bam, bam, bam. Usually I expect 2 when there's a big Week 13 build. We usually see the build, and then we see an update. Well, we are now waiting on another update. So this is Season 2, Patch 3, that shut things down, I believe, earlier today. But that means that there are still... Usually when this happens, it means there are issues with the new parts of the patch. Not the old stuff. Either stuff they're fixing that wasn't fixed perfectly, or also it could be fixes to the new content itself. I see someone can the monitor. I can't believe VR is there yet. Can you all race full-time no monitor? Scott, I cannot. You don't need virtual desktop. With the new Rift. But even then, you're still in a virtual desktop, right? I mean, you still need to navigate watching. It just is automated. Is that the difference, Michael? I haven't tried that yet. Alright, this is just kind of a cool article here talking about the steering wheel. And as we progressed into our new Sim Racing Systems Formula series... in that Lotus Exos 125, we are looking at this in-game when we're driving. And, you know, it talks about this shape and its innovation in case nobody ever thought about it. But 270 degrees is lock-to-lock on a Formula 1 car, apparently. And therefore, you don't even need that upper or lower portion of the wheel. The whole purpose of that being maybe needing to move your hand position. But if that is your total lock-to-lock, 3/4 of a turn... then you don't need any more. Anyway, that's a whole write-up on that in case that common sense didn't strike anybody. And let you know things that are coming. So, that is the end of the news. I have a few things I want to talk about very quickly before I move along. 1 second. The first one being from Race Sim Studio. And I've been talking to these guys, and I told you about the car coming out. I was given a copy of it. I've just been a little behind. So, what I'm going to do is now make a few promises to you guys. Between now and Monday morning's pit stop, I guarantee you, you're going to see me get out there and drive this Formula Hybrid. Give it a shot, give it a test, see what it's all about. Let you know what it looks like, sounds like, and drives like. In addition to that, I've been telling you about Kart Sim, released as that third-party mod add-on to an extent through rFactor 2. And what's interesting is you're actually purchasing it through rFactor 2. So, third party within the wall? I don't know. But I'm going to give this a shot, and you're going to see that over the weekend as well. Something else I've been teasing you about forever. It is finally in the final stages. Between now and Monday's pit stop, you will see my full review of the HMD Odyssey. And with the way things move, I don't know what updates they've done in the last 3 or 4 weeks. But this will be dated at least that long because that's when the review is actually done. But you will see that review over the weekend as well. And lastly, actually I'm not going to move into the lastly just yet. What I'm going to move into is last night. Last night we ran in our SRS series, the Simpit Lotus Challenge. And this was our first time running this car with these guys. And when you know, everybody stepped up with their A game once again. And it was cutthroat racing in every split that we had. And last night, I'm just going to give some credit where credit is due. Ricardo Mascarenas won the race, but it was a tough battle with Brandon Waters, followed by Stan Donnet, Joa Antonio. I finished in 5th. Jim Gorman, Tom Jones, Fernando Campos, Leif Helberg, and Doug Hawley. And I need to throw a little bit of an apology to George Vidal because me and Stan were in a very heated moment. And I did just give him a little bit of a tap and sent him around. And he ended up having not a great finish, finishing in 17th, it looks like. Great series. We're going to be running that tonight at 6 p.m. Go to Sim Racing Systems. Check it out. You can join their free account. Come out and race with us. We have a really, really good time. We really do. It's a great group and some really good racing. One more thing I'm going to plug. Oh, it's not there. Oh, my graphic's been moved. Actually, I have 2 things I want to look at real quick. Give me 1 second, you guys. Bear with me. Oh, it was over here. I'm sorry. Bear with me. I am looking for one more. There is a deal on Thrustmaster wheels. And I didn't confirm. I looked and it was hard to, excuse me, confirm the amount of the deal. But Newegg right now has a lot of deals on a lot of components. So this is sort of an Easter holiday type deal going on. And so you can check it out. And that does include, they do have a T300 and a T150 in this right here. So if you scroll down, there's a special promo code. So you go to the Amazon. Oh, that's why I didn't see the deal. Because what I needed to do was grab that promo code, go to Amazon, and go through the process and then find out. Normally it's $349, save 50% is the Newegg deal. So that's $50. I'm sorry, save $50 on it if you go that route. What else? So Wreckfest. Can I change this graphic real quickly? Bear with me. I've been talking about Wreckfest, and we are going to do another Monday Fun Day with Wreckfest, and with our friends. We're going to all jump on the chat. We're all going to hop on and race online. I'm going to stream it from my end. This is going to happen Monday at 6. I've had 5 more people sign up. We are getting close to capacity. So if you want to be involved in that, make sure you contact me. Make sure you get on the list because I'm going to have to send out a password to the group. And that's something that will be a lot of fun. It's one of the most fun times I've had in all of sim racing, I have to be honest with you. So we are going to do that again. We are even contemplating doing something, not this weekend, but in future weekends with maybe just for the fun. I mean, it's such a fun game we want to do. So, last topic I have before I go is the reason why I've been going at such a fast rate today, and that is Feel VR. The Feel VR guys are going to be here in studio in a half an hour from now. And I'm going to get my first chance to drive and see what this wheel is all about. In a great scenario here, I'll be able to put it on my rig. I'm crossing my fingers. Still haven't worked out all the details, but they are going to be here at 10. We are going to get our first look. I don't think I'm going to be able to do anything live. I haven't talked to them about that. If we can, we will. If we can't, I will get you something as quick as possible so you can know all about the Feel VR and what I experienced driving it and looking at it and getting to feel it for the first time. So that is going to do it for today's show. I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you get out there and do some racing. Go beat Nick Hamilton. Go beat Nick Hamilton and send me that screenshot. I want to give away some stickers here. So if you think you can beat Nick and go on Project Cars 2 in that BMW M6 GTLM Spec Racer and do a 144.455 circuit to Barcelona, email me, Sean, at thesimpit.com, subject line, I beat Nick, and an image of your lap time, and I will put you in the drawing for a pair of Simpit stickers. Also, you want to win a Simpit t-shirt, and you think you are the best of the best, then where'd our other one go? There it is. Then you're going to go out there and beat GT Nestor and do a 701.461 at Rally Tarragona, Spain with the Hyundai R5. Check out stage 1. So go to FA Racing G2 Logitech Twitter feed to make sure you get the right conditions to go after him. And same thing with Project Cars 2. That is at the Project Cars 2 Twitter feed where you can find the details on that one. So that is going to do it. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. I kind of missed your closing chat as I was jumping around looking at different maybe Nutella. It might be secret. It might be public. It'll depend on what they're comfortable with. I don't know what they'll be comfortable with. So this has come together very, very short notice. Either way, it will be very, very cool. Also, Michael Clark, are you still here before we go? I've heard rumors. I don't know if you want to talk about it here, if we need to talk offline first to get it on. But Michael Clark, obviously one of the big contributors to making the Simpit great. Michael Clark, he is throwing down a challenge. So we had that challenge, and it was the Pikes Peak challenge and that funky Dallara FX17 that Mitchie and I did, and it was quite amazing. I think there's another challenge in the works. It might involve me. It might involve me and Mitchie. It might involve Mitchie. It might involve some of you or all of you. Anyway, I'm giving you the long-winded plug on the topic just to see if Michael can chime in and give us any details. Otherwise, you're going to have to tune in. We'll keep you posted, let you know what's going on with that challenge, and that might be something else you're going to see either today, over the weekend, or on Monday. Oh, Michael's here. Not sure if you have time to give us any response on that before I bring the show to a close. I gotta tell you, this interaction with you guys is 99% of what I love about doing these shows. I could read these stories. Sure, I can fire up a camera and just record it. But being able to do it live, being able to talk to you guys, interact with you guys about it, and follow along with your thoughts on comments, and even sometimes I don't mention them, but I'm usually seeing them out of the corner of my eye. This is going to be open to everybody. Do we have any more details, or should we just bring that on another day at another $1? While I give Michael 2 seconds to respond, I'm just going to once again remind you, Monday at 6, Wreckfest with friends. Over the weekend, you're going to see some cool stuff from me. Over the weekend, you're going to see, finally, over the weekend, you're going to see that Samsung Odyssey HMD review. You're going to see some kart sim testing, and you're going to see some of that Formula Hybrid 2018 from Race Sim Studio for Assetto Corsa. So, the challenge is the Bathurst on the Reliant Robin V116. Alright, I gotta know what that is. I don't know what that car is, so bear with me, guys. I hope this is entertaining for you. Again, I tell you, this is kind of one of the reasons I love doing the show. Maybe I'm taking it too far today, and I am in a hurry. Oh, gosh. All right. Bathurst and this crazy thing. Okay. I'm going to take the Ferrari one. That's the one John Hill would take, that's for sure. All right, that sounds pretty fun. So we'll get you some details. Not sure. I'm going to have to do some arranging on the timing for that. But that should be almost hysterical. That's already hysterical. I think we'll see a fair amount of this. So I will put some things together. Michael, you and I should talk a little offline about the conditions that you want everything to be. If it's going to be open to the public, I can make that happen. Maybe that's something we can do tomorrow night, if that works for all of you. Not sure about that. So I'm going to bring the show to the end. We can keep talking in the chat here, but that gives you guys a little bit of tease. We'll give you more details on the when, the how, and the where. So that is going to do it. Get out there and race. Get out there and beat some of those lap times. Get out there, have some fun, have a great weekend. This is the Simpit. I'm Sean Cole, and I'll see you on the track.